you came home feeling tired from work and wanting to sit with a cup of coffee and to watch Netflix. But out of a sudden, you get a notification from your phone saying you have to pay up your bills. And when you check your bills, you're indeed frightened with the number of bills you have to pay. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, you need me, your personal finance planner. This is my family's financial plan. My dad receives a total of 4,000 ringgit Malaysia as his monthly salary, and my mom also receives a total of 4,000 ringgit Malaysia as her monthly salary. We use up the money to pay out several bills, and we can divide them into two, which are monthly fixed expenses and monthly variable expenses. So let's look at the first one, monthly fixed expenses. My family uses our money to pay up house loans, tuition fees, phone bills, astro bills, insurances, and also car loans. As these expenses do not change, they are categorized as monthly fixed expenses. Next up is the monthly variable expenses. My family uses up our money to pay up toll fees, children's needs, grandparents' allowances, groceries, home utilities, petrols, bills, shopping online, and also outings. Monthly variable expenses involve those expenses which change from time to time. So let's look at our financial plan in a very quick manner. As I said earlier, we have a total monthly income of 8,000 ringgit, 4,000 coming from my dad's monthly salary and 4,000 coming from my mom's monthly salary. We also put 800 ringgit as savings and minus a small amount of money, which is RM 150 ringgit for emergency funds. This brings us to a balance of 7,050 ringgit, and we use a total of 4,075 ringgit for monthly fixed expenses, which includes 1,600 ringgit Malaysia for housing loan, 800 ringgit Malaysia for husband's car installment, 600 ringgit for insurances, 250 ringgit for phone bills, 190 ringgit for astro bills, and 580 ringgit for tuition fee. We also have a total of 2,530 ringgit for monthly variable expenses that changes from time to time, which includes 450 ringgit for home utilities, 170 ringgit for petrol fee. Toll payments bring up 150 ringgit, while groceries take 1,000 ringgit Malaysia in total. Children's needs, online shopping, outings, and allowances for parents bring up 300 ringgit individually. We come up with a total of 0 ringgit as our surplus of income. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the problem. So what we should do is we should use the SMART goals principle. S represents specific, M represents measurable, A actionable, R represents realistic, and T timely. So we can categorize our financial plans into two, which are short-term financial plan and long-term financial plan. In this particular case, my family would like to buy a new laptop which costs 3,000 ringgit Malaysia to ease online learning. That can be categorized as short-term. And for the long-term financial plan, my family would like to buy a new apartment that costs 90,000 ringgit Malaysia at Malacca because in 10 years, we would like to move there. So that is categorized as long-term. Let's look at the short-term calculation. We have to have 250 ringgit monthly savings to actually buy the laptop, which costs 3,000 ringgit in only a year. And we can use the SMART principle, which is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound, where we could buy a laptop that costs only 3,000 ringgit and save 250 ringgit every month to achieve the goals. And we can save 250 ringgit from the income of 8,000 ringgit. That 250 ringgit is only 3% of the total income, and one entire year is enough to save 3,000 ringgit with only a total of 250 ringgit for monthly savings. The long-term financial plan involves 90,000 ringgit Malaysia, where we have to save 750 ringgit Malaysia for 10 years. Thus, we should do some changes in our financial planning. I hope you've learned how to manage your money wisely. That's all from your finance planner. Bye-bye. Thank you.